you're born. And immediately, something is wrong. A baby giraffe stands up within an hour. A baby horse runs within a day. A baby chimpanzee can cling to its mother almost instantly. You can't even hold up your own head. You can't walk. You can't defend yourself. You can't feed yourself. You can't regulate your body temperature very well. And if another human isn't there every minute of every day, you die. By every measure in nature, this is a terrible design. So why would evolution create the weakest baby on Earth? The answer is stranger than you think. Because humans are the only species that are born too early. Not by days, by months. Imagine if human babies developed at the same pace as some other mammals. Instead of taking their first steps around 1 year old, they might not even be born until much later. The problem begins with your brain. An adult human brain weighs about 1.3 kilograms. At birth, a baby's brain is already enormous relative to its body. But it's still unfinished. A newborn's brain is only about a quarter of its eventual adult size. Over the next several years, billions of neural connections rapidly form. In many ways, a human baby is still under construction. So why not simply stay inside the womb longer? Because evolution created a dilemma. Millions of years ago, our ancestors started walking upright. 2 legs freed our hands. Our hands built tools. Tools changed our world. But walking on 2 legs reshaped our pelvis. At the same time, our brains kept getting larger. And eventually, evolution ran into a problem. Big brains need big heads. But bigger heads are harder to fit through the birth canal. There's a limit. Make the pelvis too wide, and efficient upright walking becomes more difficult. Make the baby's head too large, and childbirth becomes dangerous. So evolution made a compromise. It sent babies out early. The result is one of the strangest strategies in nature. Human babies finish a large portion of their development outside the womb. For the first year of life, a newborn is almost like an external fetus. Completely dependent. Completely vulnerable. But that vulnerability unlocks something extraordinary. Because helpless babies forced humans to become cooperative. Imagine trying to raise a child alone, 100,000 years ago. You need food. You need protection. You need sleep. But the baby cannot be left alone for long. One person hunting means nobody is watching the child. One injury could doom both parent and baby. So humans evolved a different strategy. We started raising children together. Parents, grandparents, siblings, aunts, uncles. Entire groups contributed. Anthropologists call this cooperative breeding. In a way, human civilization may have begun with babysitting. Then, something remarkable happened. Because our brains kept growing after birth, our environment began shaping us more than almost any other animal. Language, culture, traditions, skills. We download them from the people around us. Your brain is less like a completed machine and more like a highly adaptable operating system. And that adaptability became our greatest advantage. A lion cub will hunt much the same way lions hunted 100,000 years ago. Humans don't. Every generation inherits thousands of years of accumulated knowledge. That's possible because our brains remain flexible for an unusually long time. Our weakness became our superpower. But weakness came at a cost. Human babies are biologically incredibly expensive. A human child may require more than a decade of intensive care before becoming independent. That's an enormous investment compared to most animals. And yet, evolution kept choosing this strategy. Again and again. Because intelligence was worth the price. Eventually, those helpless babies grew up to build villages. Then cities. Then nations. Then spacecraft. And that's the strange truth. The most intelligent species on Earth begins life as one of the most helpless. Our story was never about strength. It was never about speed. It was about dependency. Because the thing that made humans powerful wasn't being born strong. It was being born unfinished. Every language ever spoken. Every book ever written. Every song. Every scientific discovery. Every civilization. Every idea that has ever changed the world exists because a helpless baby needed other humans to survive. And maybe that's the biggest irony of evolution. Humanity conquered the planet not because we were independent, but because we needed each other from the very beginning